So today I will do some numericals, and today it is the last day. From tomorrow I will begin friction. So you can see question number 20. These numericals, question number 20 onwards, here based on impulse and law of conservation of momentum. Here it is from your book. Based on impulse and law of conservation of momentum. So you can see here question number 20. A ball moving with a momentum of 15 kg meter per second strikes against the wall at 60-degree angle. So you can see here, this is the wall.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. And a ball is moving with a momentum of 15 kg meter per second, strikes the wall against.
सर आपकी वॉइस में इको आ रहा है.
Echo.
Yes.
So अब ठीक हो गया होगा. हाँ, अब ठीक हो जाएगा. Now ball is striking to the wall at 60-degree angle. Here it is going in this direction. Means its momentum will be directed in this direction. This is in this direction it is directed. Now and is reflected at the same angle with the same initial speed. It is reflecting at the same angle with the same initial speed, means now it goes after reflection, it makes an angle of 60-degree. Since the speed is same, therefore final momentum will be same as the initial momentum in magnitude. In magnitude it will be same. So see here, as speed is same after reflection, therefore PF will be equal to PI equals to 15 kg meter per second. We have to find the impulse. As you know that there is one formula of impulse equals to change in momentum, delta P. So we will try to find out the change in momentum. So see here we will resolve its momentum into two components. One component along the x direction and other component along y direction. This is the x component and this is the y component of initial momentum. What will be their magnitude? This angle is 60, therefore this angle will also be 60. When you will calculate, what will be PIX? X component of initial momentum. इसकी वैल्यू क्या है? 15 है, हमने ऑलरेडी लिखा है. At an angle 60 degree, it will be Pi cos 60. That is equals to 15 cos 60. 15 cos 60, cos 60 1/2. It is equal to 7.5 kg meter per second. What is the y component of initial momentum? Y initial momentum का y component, it will be Pi sin 60. This I left as it is, Pi sin 60, not simplifying it. Now see here, final momentum. Final momentum is directed in this direction. What is its initial x component? X component will be this. This will be the x component. दैट इज पीएफ का एक्स कंपोनेंट ये है और पीएफ का वाई कंपोनेंट कितना है ये. When you will calculate this, so what will you get? I am writing here only pf ka x component. This is 15, magnitude is same, angle is 60, therefore 15 cos 60. And like this, it will be what? 7.5. 7.5 kg meter per second. And what is pf ka y component? It will be 15 sin 60. हमको इम्पल्स फाइंड आउट करना है अगर हम डेल्टा पी फाइंड आउट कर ले. सो फर्स्ट वी विल फाइंड आउट द व्हाट इज द डेल्टा पी इन वाई डायरेक्शन. डेल्टा पी की वैल्यू वाई डायरेक्शन में क्या है. सो बिफोर कोलाइडिंग इट वाज 15 sin 60. 15 sin 60. And what is the direction? Negative direction of y-axis. And here, after colliding, it is also 15 sin 60, and the direction is also same. जो डायरेक्शन पहले थी वही अभी भी है, जो मैग्नीट्यूड पहले था वही अभी भी है. मींस व्हाट इज द चेंज इन मोमेंटम इन वाई डायरेक्शन? देयर इज नो चेंज इन मोमेंटम इन वाई डायरेक्शन. कोई भी चेंज इन मोमेंटम वाई डायरेक्शन में नहीं है. मींस वी कैन से देयरफॉर डेल्टा पी in y direction it will be equal to 0. Why? Because it is same in magnitude as well as in same in direction. But if you see what is the delta p in x direction, so you take this direction as the positive direction. So what will be its magnitude will be positive, जबकि इसका magnitude क्या हो जाएगा? Negative. So you can see here चेंज हमको मालूम है. इट इज पी एफ माइनस पी आई. इट्स मैग्नीट्यूड इज -7.5 because this is the direct positive direction of x axis. This is negative direction. -7. Here I am writing on the other page here. Here what will be delta p in x direction? It will be equal to pf minus pi. So what is pf in x direction? It is this. This direction I have taken positive and this is negative. So what will be its magnitude? -7.5 with sign. Minus what is initial? It is also 7.5. That is -15 kg meter per second. So what will be the impulse? Impulse equals to delta p. And what is delta p here? It is 15 kg meter per second. And what is the direction? इसका साइन आया है नेगेटिव. नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन कौन सी हमने ली है? ये मींस अवे फ्रॉम द वॉल. अवे फ्रॉम द वॉल. इट्स क्लियर. सो व्हाट विल बी डायरेक्शन? अवे फ्रॉम वॉल. इट्स क्लियर. So what will be the impulse? Impulse will be 15 kg meter per second away from the wall. So this is this way you can do this question by resolving momentum in x and y axis. So you will find that there is no change in momentum in y direction, neither in magnitude nor in direction. While in the x direction, momentum get changed. Momentum change हो जा रहा. It's clear. So question number 21 is same as this. Now see the question number 22. Question number 22, you can see. A 150-gram cricket ball is moving at a speed of 12, is hit by a bat and turned back at a speed of 20 meters per second. Means it will be like this, something like this. Ball is moving with what speed? 12 meter, here 12 meter per second. And when it is hit by the bat, it will move in what direction? In this direction, but with 20 meter per second. You have to find the duration of the impact is 0.01 second. Means the time for which the ball remains in contact of the bat, that duration is 0.01 second. You have to find the impulse received by the, no, not impulse. What is the average force exerted on the ball by the bat? Means bat इसमें कितना force exert कर रहा है. So if you can find out the rate of change of momentum, you will get. So see here, what is the change in momentum of the ball? It will be equal to its final momentum minus initial momentum. You take this direction as positive, only here you write down positive. So this direction will become negative. What is the momentum? Formula of momentum is m into v. Here it is given, m is given 150 gram. So what is this? 150 upon 1000 into v is what? 20 minus 150 upon 1000 into velocity is what? Now you will take minus 12. It will be taken minus 12. So this and this cancel. 15 to the 30 upon 10, that is equals to 3. Here when you will do minus, this is minus minus plus 12 0 12 5 just 16 18 upon 1000. That is 3 plus 1.8, that is 4.8 kg meter per second. And this change in momentum takes place in what time? It takes place in this time. It's clear? As change in momentum takes place in 0.01 second. Therefore, because only for that time interval force is exerting. जितने टाइम के लिए ये इसके साथ कांटेक्ट में है, उतने टाइम के ही लिए फोर्स एक्सर्ट हो रहा. Therefore, force acting on ball, it will be equal to delta P upon delta T. What is delta P here? Delta P is, you can see 4.8. Delta T is, that is equals to 480 Newton. It is 480 Newton. So this is question number 22. Now you can see one more question. Question number 26. Perhaps question number 25 I have explained. So whether it is explained or not, exactly I don't remember, but you can see afterwards. Question number 26 I am going to explain. It is based on law of conservation of linear momentum. A uniform cell explodes into 3 equal parts. 2 of the parts fly off perpendicular to each other. And here it explodes when it is at rest. This is not given in the question, but here it is at rest. It is clear. We will take it at rest. When it is exploding, it is at rest, means there is no initial momentum. There is no initial momentum. After explosion, what happens? two of the parts fly off perpendicular to each other. Means one part goes in this direction, other part goes in this direction. They are flying off perpendicular. With what speed? With the speed of 9 and 12. So you have to find the velocity of the third part. And see here, it is exploding in 3 equal parts. So you assume let mass of each part equals to m. So what will be P1? इस पार्ट का मोमेंटम कितना होगा? m into v. v है 9, m into 9, that is equals to 9m. What is the momentum of this part? It will be m into 12, that is equals to 12m. So what will be the resultant momentum of these two parts? P1 equals to 9m, P2 equals to 12m. So resultant momentum can be found by completing the parallelogram. ये क्या हो जाएगा? रिजल्टेंट मोमेंटम की डायरेक्शन हो जाएगी जो दो फ्रैगमेंट्स हैं उनके रिजल्टेंट मोमेंटम. देयरफॉर रिजल्टेंट ऑफ momentum of first two fragments so it will be equal to what? It will be equals to p1 square plus p2 square का square. p12 it will be equal to p1 square plus p2 square. ये चीज समझ में आ रही होगी कैसे हमने निकाला. इन दोनों फ्रैगमेंट के मोमेंटम का रिजल्टेंट ये होगा लॉ ऑफ पैरेललोग्राम ऑफ वेक्टर्स से. और वो कितना आ गया? इसको जब कैलकुलेट करेंगे 9m होल स्क्वायर प्लस 12m होल स्क्वायर. सो इट विल बी इक्वल टू √225 m स्क्वायर मींस 15m. ये कितना आया? 15m. अब हमको ये निकालना कि थर्ड फ्रैगमेंट की वेलोसिटी क्या है. सो यू कैन सी हियर, since this cell has exploded by its own, ये अपने आप एक्सप्लोड किया है, therefore total momentum before explosion and total momentum after explosion will remain same. टोटल मोमेंटम बिफोर एक्सप्लोशन कितना है? क्योंकि ये रेस्ट कंडीशन में एक्सप्लोड किया है तो टोटल मोमेंटम बिफोर एक्सप्लोशन 0 है. तो आफ्टर एक्सप्लोशन भी तीनों फ्रैगमेंट का मोमेंटम का वेक्टर सम क्या होना चाहिए? 0 होना चाहिए. P2 प्लस वेक्टर P3 इट शुड बी 0. इट्स क्लियर? हियर आई एम राइटिंग from law of conservation of momentum, total momentum before explosion equals to total momentum after explosion. After explosion, what is the total momentum before explosion? It is 0. After explosion, it is vector P1 plus vector P2 plus vector P3. What is vector P1 plus vector P2? It is vector Pn2. It is vector P12 plus vector P3. Means you can say that P3 का मोमेंटम क्या होगा? From here you can write vector p3 equals to negative of vector p12. इसका मीनिंग क्या है कि p3 का मोमेंटम क्या होगा, ये इसके जस्ट अपोजिट डायरेक्शन होगी और मैग्नीट्यूड इसके बराबर होगा। मतलब ये क्या होगा, p3 तुम्हारा इस तरफ होगा, तभी तो रिजल्टेंट 0 हो पाएगा। It will be equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. It's clear? Therefore, magnitude of P3 will be equal to magnitude of this. It's clear? This is minus. This is modulus of negative vector P12. So see here, what is magnitude of P3? Mass m है, velocity तुम v ले लो, m into v will be equal to, इसका मॉडुलस क्या होगा, यही होगा 15m, means v equals to 15 meter per second. Now what about direction? So you can see here what is about direction. Direction of this is just opposite to P12. So you find out this angle. So you can see here, this is what is direction here, tan alpha you find out. Tan alpha equals to this upon this. What is this? This is P2 और ये कितना है, P1. P2 upon P1. So this is equals to 12 upon 9. 12 upon 9, that is 4 upon 3. So when you will calculate this, calculating it, tan alpha is 4 upon 3. So what is alpha? Shift tan inverse 4 divided by 3. So it is 53 degree. Here it is 53 degree. It's clear. So alpha equals to 53 degree. Means what will be the this angle? अगर हम ये एंगल फाइंड आउट करें तो ये कितना हो गया, 180 में से 53 हटा दें, मतलब जो फ्रैगमेंट 9 मीटर पर सेकंड की स्पीड से जा रहा है उससे कितना एंगल बनाते हुए, 180 माइनस 53, दैट इज 127 डिग्री का एंगल बनाते हुए। देयरफॉर थर्ड फ्रैगमेंट will fly off in a direction making an angle of 127 degree, that you can show in the diagram only, making an angle of 127 degree from fragment having velocity 9 मीटर पर सेकेंड। जिस फ्रैगमेंट की वेलोसिटी 9 मीटर पर सेकेंड है उससे 127 डिग्री का एंगल बनाते हुए फ्लाई ऑफ करते हैं। सो आई होप दैट you have understood this question. Now I am taking one more question, question number 28. This is also based on the same thing. So you can see here, based on the law of conservation of momentum. Question number 28. In question 26, I would seen that cell has exploded when it was at rest, but here it is slightly different. A projectile of mass 50 kg is shot vertically upward. It is shot vertically upward with a what velocity? 100 meter per second. Its mass is given 50 kg. After 5 seconds, the projectile explodes into two fragments. After 5 seconds, it will be here. Now it explodes into two fragments, one of which mass 20 kg travels vertically up. जिन दो पार्ट में एक्सप्लोड करता है तो उसमें एक 20 kg का पार्ट तो किस तरफ चला जाता है, वर्टिकली अपवर्ड. Here its mass is 20 kg and what is its velocity? 150 meter per second. What will be the velocity of the other fragment? You have to find the velocity of the other fragment whose mass is 30 kg. उस फ्रैगमेंट का भी मास हमको वेलोसिटी बताना है. So you can see here, first thing you can see here it is exploding at this point. So first we will determine its velocity at after 5 seconds. So velocity of projectile after 5 seconds, it will be equal to V equals to U minus G into T. What is U here? U is given 100. G is 9.8, T is this. So it will come out 51 meter per second. अब इस पॉइंट पर ये एक्सप्लोड कर रहा है. What is the total momentum before explosion? Just before explosion total momentum कितना होगा? M into V. M तो इतना है और V कितना है? 51 है. It's clear? So total momentum just before explosion it will be equal to M into V formula, that is 50 into 51. So it will be equal to 0.52550 Newton second. Now see here, after explosion one fragment acquires momentum in upward direction. Other will also acquire the momentum in the vertical direction only. It may be vertically upward or vertically downward. That is the other thing. But it will fly off in this direction only. Why? Because the total momentum is in vertically upward direction. Before explosion, total momentum is in vertically upward direction. Therefore, now it cannot fly off in some other direction because one fragment is already going in vertically upward direction. So see here, as projectile explodes by its own. Therefore, from law of conservation of momentum, momentum before explosion equals to momentum after explosion. Now see here, here we have taken upward direction as the positive direction. Upward direction as the positive direction. So see here, what is the total momentum before explosion? That you can see. Total momentum before explosion already I have found 2550. What is its momentum? 20 kg वाले का momentum with sign कितना होगा? 20 into 150. जो दूसरा फ्रैगमेंट है 30 kg का, उसकी तो वेलोसिटी हमको पता ही नहीं है कि अपवर्ड है डाउनवर्ड, तो हमने क्या लिख लिया? प्लस 30 into v. When you will simplify it, 2550 equals to 3000 plus 30v. So 30v will come out, कितना आएगा? 2550 minus 3000. That is minus 450. Means what is v? It will be minus 15 meter per second. minus 15 meter per second means now it is flying off in vertically downward direction, because this direction you have taken positive, it comes out negative. Therefore 30 kg fragment will fly off in vertically downward direction. So answer will be, what will be answer? 30 kg fragment will go vertically downward with a velocity of 15 meter per second. It goes vertically downward with a velocity of 15 meter per second. So here you can see some more questions. So these questions are based on the law of conservation of momentum. All these problems are based on law of conservation of momentum. So already I have explained these questions which are based on the free body diagram. Then yesterday we have done based on the apparent weight. This also I have explained. So you can see one more question here. Question number 17. It is also based on law of conservation of momentum. And all of you try to solve the numericals, and those the numericals which you do not get, you will tell to me, so then I will explain on some day. Question number 17. A proton of mass 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg on striking a neutron of mass nearly equal to proton. Here it is given proton का mass, neutron का mass, ये दोनों nearly equal है into 10 की power minus 27 kg. Forms a deuteron. What would be the velocity of deuteron? You have to find the velocity of the deuteron. Its velocity you have to determine. If it is formed by a proton moving left, proton is moving left, proton is going in this direction with a velocity of 7 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second, and neutron moving right, neutron is moving in this direction with what velocity? 4 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. It's clear. You can see here. Proton moves in this direction, neutron moves in this direction. When they collide, they form a particle deuteron. Let it move with a velocity v in this direction. Now you have taken this direction, it is moving in this direction. Now see here, you take this direction as positive and this direction as negative. So once again, from law of conservation of momentum, जो total momentum, because the collision has taken place by its own, external forces are not operating during for collision. External forces are not acting. Collision has taken place by its own, and since it is taking place by its own, तो जितना momentum before collision था वही momentum after collision होगा. अब देखो इन दोनों के masses तो बराबर हैं और दोनों मिलके क्या बना रहे हैं? ड्यूट्रॉन. तो ड्यूट्रॉन का मास कितना होगा? कौन बताएगा? What will be the mass of deuteron? So deuteron will have the mass 2m. It will have the mass 2m. So see here, here m is this is m, that you can write m. So from law of conservation of momentum, this direction I have taken positive, therefore न्यूट्रॉन का मोमेंटम पॉजिटिव होगा. क्या फार्मूला है? m into 4 into 10 की पावर 6 m into v means this, प्लस प्रोटॉन का मोमेंटम निगेटिव हो जाएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि वो अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में जा रहा. व्हाट विल बी द मोमेंटम ऑफ द न्यूट्रॉन? 2m into v. Now simplify. So You can see here m into 10 की पावर 6 तो हमने कॉमन ले लिया, और you can write 4m into 10 की पावर 6 minus 7m into 10 की पावर 6 equals to 2mv. Now m will be cancelled throughout, so that's why there is no need to put this value. You simply take m. So m will be cancelled out. M will be cancelled out. So what will you get? Minus 3 into 10 to the power 6 equals to 2v. So what is v? Minus 1.5 into 10 की power 6 meter per second. मतलब आफ्टर कोलिजन न्यूट्रॉन किस तरफ जाएगा? निगेटिव डायरेक्शन में. क्यों? क्योंकि ये माइनस आ रहा है, मींस इट विल गो इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ प्रोटॉन विद दिस स्पीड. देयरफॉर न्यूट्रॉन moves with a speed of 1.5 to 10 की power 6 meter per second. In what direction? In the direction of proton. In the direction of proton. It's clear. So this is one question. You take one more question, question number 18. Here question number 18 is also very simple. A 10 gram moving body is acted upon by a force of 10 Newton. Mass equals to 10 gram. F equals to 10 Newton. For how much time? 3 microsecond. That is 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 seconds. Compute the impulse and change in velocity. So what will be impulse? Very simple. Impulse equals to F into T. That is 10 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 6. That is 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton second. Now you have to find change in velocity. So see here, since impulse equals to delta P, and what is the formula of delta P? M into delta V. So change in velocity equals to impulse upon mass. So impulse is given 3 into 10 to the power minus 5. And mass is given how much? It is given 10 gram. 10 gram, that is 10 into 10 to the power minus 3. So when you will simplify, it will come out 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter per second.